Well, we're back inside the booth here. My name is Bryce Kuhn, Will Mannis, and if you're watching here on YouTube, you see the man himself, Hollis Davidson, four-star tight end commit out of McIntosh out there in Peachtree City, Georgia. Hollis, we appreciate the time, man. You taking some time out of your busy senior season to come and talk with us.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on. Yeah, thank you.
And let's kind of talk about this and dive right in. I know you've been committed for a while, but obviously you've been able to kind of watch from afar what Auburn has done this season. There's plenty of
Mhm.
opportunity for when this 2025 class gets on campus. But just kind of start off the conversation with what what made Auburn the place for you? I know there was a decision made and then you backed off and then you said, "Hey, I want to come to Auburn." What part of this process were you like, "Hey, this is where I want to go and here's why?"
Um, it really came down to a lot of things, but I feel like at the end of the day, Auburn's just really where I can be the most successful like for my position. You know what I'm saying? And the family vibe there, like everybody says the same thing about it, but like those really like are my guys there, like the coaching staff, like I feel like I can trust them, like I feel like I can trust the players, like even like the recruits, that we got committed. Like there's a lot of trust with everybody, yeah.
And obviously, you mentioned the family atmosphere and that coaching
Mhm.
staff. They'll be going into year three when you get on
Mhm.
campus over there. Talk a little bit about what this vision, like what is the vision that not only your future position coach, but Hugh Freeze as well has kind of pitched to you in this 2025 class of what they want Auburn to be.
Well, right now it's clear they got a young team. We got a young team out there, and they're looking for young players to come in and get on the field and do their job. And so that's the role I'm hoping to fill and get on as early as I can and do as much as I can for the team. Because with that tight end room, I applaud Coach Ben and Coach Freeze for really using those tight ends, and you can tell like multiple targets throughout like different tight ends, and I feel like that's just really where I want to be, and I want to be coached by them, and I can get on the field early, and I feel like everything really lines up with my faith, my my priorities, everything like that.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Hollis, what makes this staff different from the other staffs that have been recruiting you?
They've kept it 100 throughout the entire time, and I'm not gonna say there's not other coaches that haven't kept it 100 because there are, but we really had a unique situation because I committed to them, and then I honestly backed up and decommitted, and they were okay with that, and they kept pursuing me, and they kept trying to get me, and like they still treated me as family, and everything like that, and at the end of the day, like that's where the spot was, and that's
Mhm.
just really like that's what said it different, like because when I committed back again, like it was a whole like emotional process with my family, Coach Ben, Coach Freeze, everything like that, and I feel like that's just where God wanted me to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, yeah. Tell us more about Coach Ben. He's kind of he's a young coach, kind of
Mhm.
relatively unknown. What makes you want to play for him?
Well, you can see with Coach Freeze above him, and he's been with Coach Freeze previously. They work the tight ends well, and they do well with tight end production and development. And so like that's something I would want to be under. And he's a great guy, honestly. Like I can say that like from my heart, and my family would vouch, and I'm sure like if y'all know him, y'all will vouch. But he's a great guy, and like a lot of people would agree, and that's something I would look for in a coach because you don't want to be around somebody that you don't like every day, you know.
Yeah,
No, that's a
Yeah.
big piece of the puzzle for sure, and it's a crazy
Yeah.
day and age of college football. Hollis, just two more here for you because you mentioned the development piece, wanting to
Yes, sir.
go there and be developed. As you've gone through your senior year, what are some of the things that maybe the staff has pointed out, but that you've identified, said, "Hey, this is something I'm working on, but I can even hone this more when I get to Auburn next year."
Well, I feel like there's some like that sticks out with my film. I'm not really hand in the ground in the box as often as, I would like to be or as I should be, or, who knows, but I'm not, I don't really get down into, tight end as much as I would like to, but, that's something that I would like to improve on. Obviously, I'm trying to get involved with the run game, like pulling everything, learning the schematics, And that's obviously something I need to get better at too. And I'm not going to say my route running is perfect and like everything out wide's good, you know, but like the biggest step for me, I feel like the biggest jump is really like turning into a full tight end, you know, and being able to like really like work the box.
Yeah, no, and look, you look across the SEC, it's a talented league in terms of tight ends being able to do a lot of different things with their size and their speed. Last one here for you, man, because there's been a lot of excitement around this 2025 class for Auburn and Hugh Freeze. Talk a little bit about your relationships with the new quarterback in the class, Deuce Knight, and just the overall excitement and bond that this 2025 class is building before they get on campus.
Yeah. So ever since I jumped back into class, I felt like we're coming up, you know, like we just need one more thing. We need this, we need that, you know, and we had everything on the board. And I feel like we filled a lot of the things that we needed to fill. And it's really exciting because, you know, we have been going after Deuce for like a minute now. And it feels good because, you know, I know him and I've got a good relationship with him. And I feel like I could trust him as a QB. And it feels good having him committed and having him, you know, behind me. It feels good.
It's an exciting class that Auburn's building for 2025. Before we get you out of here, man, any message to Auburn fans, maybe from you in this 2025 class, about why they should be excited about seeing you guys next year?
I think War Eagle, first of all, War Eagle. And second of all, I feel like you can already tell with the class of 24, these young players got a lot of passion and they're making stuff happen on the field early. And I feel like that fires our class and the younger classes up even more. And you got guys reclassing up to our class to get there earlier, like Hal, and like who knows who else will reclass. But like I feel like just trusting us and trusting Coach Freeze.
I like it.
Yes, sir.
Will Mannis, my name is Bryce Kuhn. That's Hollis Davidson. We appreciate the time, man. Best of luck to you this senior season. And I always tell guys, enjoy it, because college football is awesome, but there's only so many games that you get to go out there with your brothers on Friday nights.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will. Thank you guys for having me.
Hollis Davidson, we appreciate you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, subscribe, and we'll catch you next time here on the Crowded Booth.